Waking up this morning, what does Fox have to say about what happened yesterday with the impeachment trial? Well, here is a little bit of a disagreement, starting off with Kilmeade.
A lot of video. Again, day one was full of video, almost like the cold open to a Rachel Maddow show. And then some of the surveillance video we hadn't seen yet. No doubt about it. Pence, Pelosi, and Romney were in danger. No doubt about it. It was really bad. It was a pleasure, though, to hear cops, police officers being praised for a change from Democrats. We haven't heard that in about 2 years, and they should be praised every day, and especially the way they acted here. They never should have had the January 6th rally. Does anyone disagree with that? If President Trump wanted to show his popularity, win Georgia, at least one of the seats. That would have actually shown more. It got out of control. I don't think he ever intended that, and that's the point. Was President Trump having a rally get them fired up? Did he ever intend for them to breach the building and threaten to kill his vice president, the most loyal person he had, Mitt Romney, who he's had disagreement from his party? And they were looking for some of the more high-profile lawmakers, no doubt about it. But it became very redundant too. It was like the same thing, the same person showing more emotion, inciting something personal about them. And that's when I think they're beginning to lose the public. As we get set for day 3, they're going to finish up with some more testimony, and then we got more of this, and then we're going to see what the Trump team has.
Yeah, they found an interesting legal loophole, which is crimes aren't crimes if it's presented in a redundant way, and they're losing the American people. I'm sure that's a result of Kilmeade poring over tracking polls of what people think. It's just say what you want. It's a fun way to live your life. Just imagine the world you want to live in and say that it's true.
And leave Rachel Maddow alone. What has she done to you? Like, how dare you throw shade at Rachel Maddow? But to what he said about people making it personal and it's becoming redundant, I disagree with. Illuminating things from yesterday, John, was as I said earlier, the uncovering and unearthing of all this new footage and all these new elements to what happened on that day, because America wanted to know. On January 6th, many people were doing what we're doing now, sitting at home, working. All of a sudden, all this news is pouring in, all this media, all these images of what's happening that we didn't get a boots on the ground experience when it came to the events of that day, right? And so now you have people that were actually there that are saying, okay, listen, this is an actual factual account as to what transpired on January 6th. And I think a lot of people wanted that to further galvanize and cement their feelings on what exactly happened. I don't think people are disinterested. I think we want more of that. I think we're demanding more of that. I think that was one of the most compelling parts of the trial for me, was the actual accounts of people who were there. And then connecting the dots is a term they're using now with Trump's tweets, connecting the dots as to, this has been possibly a plan that has been in the works for, who knows, weeks, months, maybe days, no one knows. So I think he's wrong there.
I did appreciate the little burns from Kilmeade about, like, if you want to prove how popular you are, maybe win a seat. I like that. I was like, man, I should have thought of that. But overall, saying that, like, no, it has no connection. Dude, what are you talking about? He brought them there. It's an amazing point that they've been trying to make over the past week, not just Kilmeade, but like generally the right, is that you can't say he incited it because those people came to the Capitol wanting to do that.
Right.
As if Trump sprung into existence the morning of January 6th and hadn't been telling them for months to go there and what they should do there. And the idea that, like, it just got out of control, and that's not what he wanted. Like, it might be one thing if Trump had done all of this stuff inciting the violence beforehand, and then once it was happening, he really tried to pump the brakes and express remorse and all of that. But everything that's come out since then was he still attacked Pence after Pence had already been rushed away. He told them he loved them. They're very special. These are the things that happen when it's so unceremoniously stolen. He still hasn't expressed remorse. Weeks later, he's still saying the election was stolen. Weeks later, like, if he actually was shocked at how it spun out of control and that wasn't what he wanted, he has provided us no evidence that that is the case. Even easy rhetorical, like, cheap apology evidence, he won't do that even. So Brian Kilmeade, who's willing to, like, burn him a little bit is either so dense that he can't put these things together, or is still in the pocket of Trump and is unwilling to criticize him in a fundamental way that could lead more of the viewers to thinking he needs to be convicted in this trial.
John, it's an amalgamation of both. It's a nice, spicy, yummy, delicious gumbo of both. And to your point, which you articulate so eloquently, is much like with Trump's statement of bad people on both sides, not willing to come out and denounce white supremacy when the pressure has been put on. If you are truly remorseful and you truly believe and you want to take accountability and responsibility for your base, then you come out and say, hey, something or another. You come out and make some kind of statement, even if it's like, I feel like this is wrong, don't do it. We'll take anything at this point. But the simple fact that he chooses not to do that is very telling of how he truly feels. How else can you interpret that? How else can you interpret that? There's no other way. You spinning your wheels, John, not your wheels per se, but just the wheels of the American people, trying to rationalize and think, okay, well, what does he mean by this? Like, what's the again, the innuendo? No, there's no innuendo. This is how he truly feels.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. Anyone that wants to say otherwise would have done that by now. It would have been an obligatory response, an obligatory apology, and that would have been that. And it would have been issued in writing, it would have been picked up everywhere, and then we would have kept it moving. But that hasn't happened yet. So the writing's on the wall. It is what it is. It's clear as day.
Indisputable.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.